Good morning. Thanks for joining. If you're joining this on a replay, please comment replay or something else that lets us know that you took the class or are taking the class or even using the workout as inspiration. You don't need any equipment for today, so I'm just trying to figure out how to make it not as crooked. You don't need any equipment today, but if you'd like something to weight your squats, you can get something to weight your squats, whether that's a backpack or dumbbells or anything of that nature. So if you'd like to do that, also, if you have anywhere to write down your reps and keep track as you go along, that would also be a really good idea for today's workout, which I just moved my pen, so give me a second. I can use it and take my whiteboard marker. All right. Good morning, good morning. It is getting nice and dark out in the morning, even more so. Let's see who's on. Good morning, Jean. Thank you for joining. I'm so excited to have you. We're gonna have a good, spicy, more on the cardiovascular side than the strength side today, but it's gonna be great. So we're just gonna wait a few more minutes, see if anyone else kind of comes on. In the meantime, if you're just joining, again, no equipment is necessary for today's workout, but if you would like to weight your squats with goblet squats of some sort, maybe dumbbells, a med ball, a backpack, anything of that nature, whatever object you have and you've used in the past for this, you can do that now. All right, so we are gonna get started with, I'll explain the workout. And then we're gonna get started, and then I'll show you how to do the workout. So we're gonna do every 2 minutes on the minute, I know this is backwards to you, for 7 rounds. So every 2 minutes, 7 rounds, that's gonna be 14 minutes. We haven't done these in a while, so we're bringing them back. 6 burpees are coming back in this. After our 6 burpees, we're going to do 8 V-ups. After the 8 V-ups, we're going to do as many squats as we can in the rest of that 2 minutes. So there really is no rest from our squats until that next minute happens for our next round, and we go right back to that burpee, V-ups, and then our squats. We're gonna talk about variations and some strategy for this. It's going to just keep moving, nothing complicated as far as movements, but it's just about the name of the game of moving and not stopping, right? So hold on. Warming up today, since we do have squats as the primary aspect of today's workout, we are going to make sure, good morning everyone, thanks for joining. We are gonna make sure that we're warming up our glutes. So we're gonna go back into a glute bridge hold. Our feet on the floor, knees bent. Bring those toes up to the sky so you're driving those heels down. And we're going to lift those hips up. In 3, 2, 1, lift those hips up. Press those heels in the ground. Really nice and hard. Engage the hamstrings, engage the glutes here. And I want you to feel those muscles engage because you're going to have to engage those in the squat. Again, if you feel like you press off your elbows, bring those up to the sky. Really use and force yourself to use your glutes and hammies. Keep holding. And rest. Flipping over, engaging our core. We're going to do a plank hold. Nothing too complicated here. Hands under the shoulders, going up in 3, 2, 1. Tuck that tailbone under. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings together. If this is tough for you, get into that quadruped position. Lift the knees 1 inch to 2 inches off the ground and just hover. Lengthen that spine. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Now we're going to go into this quadruped position. Our knees are under our hips. Hands stay under our shoulders. We're going to keep our spine nice and lengthened, so we don't want to drop and curve that spine. We're going to bring our shoulder blades way far onto our back, pinch them together on our back, not near our ears, so away from our ears. And then we're going to squeeze them as far away from each other as possible, pressing against the earth. Again, we're going to pinch the shoulder blades back together and press them far, far away. Pinch them back together and press them far away. Pinch them back together, press them far away. Keep the elbows locked out. These are helping us create bulletproof shoulders, warming up the shoulder blades, which is going to help with our burpees. All right, and rest. We're going to do one more glute bridge hold before we move into our movement prep. So, just because we want to really engage those glutes and hamstrings, on our back, not as long, hips go up and hold. Keep holding, holding, holding. Press those heels down and press them away almost without moving your heels or your upper body. 3, 2, 1, and stand on up. All right, muscles of our core warmed up, activated, starting to warm up. Get our core body temp warm. All right, ready? Jumping jacks on my go. 3, 2, 1, and jumping jacks. Or your variation of jumping jacks, if you're not jumping. Keep going. Good. Feet shoulder width, going down into a squat. Hips back and down. Squeeze and stand. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to walk out to that high plank position. Feet come under our hips. Hands come to the ground. Walk out to a high plank. Good. Down dog. Walk back in and stand. We're going to take a reverse lunge on the right. Twist the left. So squeeze that back glute. Stretching those hips open. Good. Stand up, knee hug. And bring it back together. We're going to walk out again, high plank. Hold. Down dog. Walk back in. Reverse lunge on the left. Twist right. Squeeze the back glute, open up that front hip. Knee hug. And ending with 20 more jumping jacks. On your go. 20 jumping jacks now. I gotta make sure I can talk during this workout. All right, should just be finishing up your 20 jumping jacks. Today, we are going to be doing burpees, V-ups, and squats. Talking about the burpee. Burpee, all the way down to the ground and all the way up as fast as you can. This is different for everyone. So, for most of us, to get down to the ground fastest, or all of us, we're going to get our hands to the ground to support us. Most of us are going to jump our feet back, lay down, press back up. Hips go high, jump up to stand, and add a little hop if you can. Some of us, hands down, we're gonna walk back and walk back up. Perfectly fine, okay. It's about getting that full shoulder rotation, going all the way down to the ground. If you have issues with your shoulder or really going down to the ground, but I think all of us, even if we have to get here to our knees before we lay down, I think is better than, if you can, going into that high plank. But you're welcome to modify it. Hop back to that high plank and back up to get more of that cardiovascular in. Next part, V-ups. That's laying on your back, extending arms and legs out from us and coming in, touching those toes. Legs are long, arms are long, and if you can, you want to stay in that hollow position where our hands and our feet stay off the ground. We touch, and we're just closing that suitcase. If you need to come to the ground between, that's okay too. You're still working those core muscles. If that V-up position is difficult for you, you are going to just crunch it in into a crunch up. This is just where our knees are bent, our arms are bent, we're kind of coming, touching our legs or our toes. Each position though, we are still trying to get into that V position, or that V sit, with our hips and our chest. Extend, back up. If all those are difficult for you and you can't do that, I want you to just do some leg raises. So hands are underneath us, legs go to 6 inches, back up to 96 and 90. All right, those are burpees, the V-ups, and then the last one is our squats, which we all know how to do. All the way down so our hips are past our knee crease and standing back up, right? Full range of motion. Keep the back nice and straight. With this, so you want to try to beat your number of squats every time, or keep it as consistent as possible. So some of us might be going really fast, but if you notice on that, it wasn't hitting depth. So make sure that you are always hitting your range of motion. You're keeping your form as much as possible before you push the envelope with the speed. All right, so like I mentioned before, every 2 minutes, right? There is no rest because you're just doing as many squats as you can until that next 2 minutes is going. So strategy, options, we want to, one, count how many squats we do each round. So have somewhere where you can write that down. And if you would like, I'm going to make sure I count out when there's 10 seconds left and when there's 5 seconds left. All right, so if you want to stop at that 10 seconds left and write down your number, or that 5 seconds, write down that number, gives you some time and some rest before the next round. If you're just gonna go for it, that's fine as well. All right, that's pretty much the only strategy I had besides the modifications of the movements. Hopefully we're good. We didn't need equipment or anything crazy today. Make sure you have your water. Still important to hydrate. So, 6 burpees, 8 V-ups, and then as many squats as you can do in the rest of the time available. All right, burpees then V-ups, starting in 10 seconds. Let's do this, guys. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. 6. Then 8 V-ups, or your crunch ups. And then as many squats as you can complete. You want to keep it nice and steady movement. 1 minute left. Keep it up. Work and practice on that form. Squeezing the glutes on the way down, squeezing them all the way up. Sitting back in those heels. Stay with it. Gonna feel it in our legs today. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Next round. Go to it. 6 and 8. Then squats as many as you can. One minute. Keep that core tight on these squats. Come on. Don't lose form. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and into the next round. Six and 8. And then max squats. Come on, guys, stay with it. Whew. Feet shoulder width. Squeeze back and down. Less than a minute. 6 and 8. Stay with it. Max squats. One minute to go. Squeeze on the way down, squeeze on the way up. Seconds. 5, 2, 1, and go. Over halfway. Stay with it, y'all. We got this. Eyes up. One minute. Seconds. 3, 2, 1, and next round, let's go. Six and 8. Whew. Come on, guys. We can do this. One minute. Stay with it. Whew. Don't worry, we'll stretch. One minute. All the way to the end. And rest. Time, time, time. 7 rounds right there. Woohoo! Write up your numbers and get some water and have a seat. Woo! Hopefully you're feeling like you're out of breath a little bit. And your legs, make sure we take care of those throughout the day. We're gonna do some stretches before we get out of here today. Whew. So, going into our half kneeling position. While we're nice and warm, those muscles are warm, we can get deep into that stretch. Try and flush anything out. So our feet are not in the same line. They are under our hips. We are going to tuck that tailbone under, squeeze the glute and the hamstring of our back leg. And we're going to keep that engaged as we shift and rock forward and press back. Rock forward into that front heel, press back. Keep going, rocking forward, press back. Rock forward and hold. Keep that stretch there. We're going to bring our hands to the inside of our foot. And we're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Whew. We're going to take our inside elbow, touch towards our instep, and twist, getting that other outside glute. Again, elbow to instep. Press back through that front heel so our hips lift back as we twist. Again, come down nice and low. And twist, keep that back knee lifted. Hand come down. Put that back knee down for just a minute. All right, we're going to lift that back knee up again. This time, we're also going to plant the back heel, lift the outside hand, open up for side stretch. Good, come on down and switch sides. Same thing, other side. Half kneeling, tuck the back tuck the tailbone under. A lot of times we didn't let it hang back. We want to tuck it under so we open up this back hip as much as possible. Squeeze the back glute, squeeze the back hamstrings. Rock forward as you maintain all of that and press back. Keep the front heel down. Press back. Rock forward and press back. Rock forward, we're gonna hold here, right? Really open up that back hip. Hands come down to the inside of the foot. We're gonna tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Get a nice runner stretch here. We're gonna take our inside elbow, reach it towards our instep of our front foot, and then sweep that arm open to the side. Again, elbow to instep. Press through that front heel, almost straightening that front leg as we twist through, and when you feel it on the outside, Good, again. Press back and twist. Everything comes down, hands come down, knee comes down. In our next one, we're gonna lift the back knee again. This time we're gonna open up outside hand. Lift the back knee, drop that foot, outside hand lifts up. Don't let this front knee cave. Press the arm and the knee into each other. And come back down. Good. If you want, if you need some hamstring stretches, folding over. But we're going to get to that quadricep stretch. Standing up, holding onto something. I'm not even sure if I'm in frame. If you want for balance, grabbing that ankle. Yes, by the ankle. Toes go down. Bring that back knee in line with the other one. Stand up tall. Squeeze the glute and hamstring. Open up that hip. Switch sides. Ankle, toes away. Squeeze the glute and hamstring as you pull your leg back. And if you can do it one more time on each side. All right, that's it for today. Stretch anything else you might need to stretch. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you guys feel good and refreshed and ready for the weekend. Make sure you don't sit too long. Did a lot of legs. Hi Adam, hi Tracy. See you guys. Have a good one.